Greetings, Libra, and thank you for tuning into this reading. Let us take a look into the cards, what important messages you may need to know at this time. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Libra. Please also check your other signs or placements if you feel as though the messages here do not resonate for you at all. Thank you, and let's begin. Any message for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? We ask for insights and guidance, please, Spirit. Any message for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? First card is the Chariot, followed by the Five of Pentacles. There's somebody here that is feeling left out, left behind. Libra. We have the Two of Swords. Somebody is currently feeling stuck. Queen of Cups energy. The Seven of Cups. Alright, so I see one person here who is feeling very driven, motivated to succeed. Okay, the Chariot and the Seven of Cups. This could be your energy at this time, Libra. Wonderful opportunities coming in. This card also speaks about choices. You have a lot of choice. You have a lot of option. I'm also getting that with the Five of Pentacles. There's somebody here who then feels left out in the cold, unable to make up their mind, unable to make their own decision. Let's see. We have the Justice card, the Star. Wow, so take this however resonates, Libra. I do feel like there's somebody around you who they feel like they're being unfairly treated. They feel like the situation is quite unfair or unjust, but it's their perception on things. The Two of Swords is that they're not really seeing the situation, okay? Somebody perceives themselves as like they're the victim of a situation. But it's also showing here that they have a choice to make, either to allow themselves to sink into this kind of mindset. The Five of Pentacles is a consciousness of lack, where somebody is feeling like they're the victim. They don't have all the resources. They don't have the support. But the thing is, they're not taking action with the Chariot. They're already in this empowered mindset or limited belief system of scarcity with the Five of Pentacles. I feel like there's been some instability in their finances. But with the Chariot and the Seven of Cups, for some of you, it might also be that you've been in this Five of Pentacles in the past, but there's this stronger motivation to not allow yourself to sink in with that kind of mindset, because the Chariot is coming across as very strong, determined, motivated, you know, finding solution, bringing the balance back in a situation. Opportunities opening up, options here, choices. Now, if this is someone that you are in a relationship with, or could also be like a family member, you are in a place right now, Libra, where you could be growing, you could be expanding, you could be thinking about all the possibilities for you for the future. And it's like everything is paying off, okay? There's a lot of improvement when it comes to your finances, for some of you, for your health as well, right? But with the Justice card here, this is your energy, but this card also speaks about action and consequence. Like, whoever this person is that you're dealing, the question is, what are they going to do about their circumstances? Do they continue to dwell on this kind of mindset of thinking of themselves like they're the victim, okay? Or universe is doing this to them purposely? They have to think about solution. They have to think about their actions moving forward. Not doing anything is not going to change the situation. They have to find it with themselves. All right? Because it almost feels like someone has lost their inner fire to fight, okay? To stand up and take action. Whoever this person is, I do feel like there's you know, because of this limited thinking or fear-based mentality, there's this unhappiness They're not very happy with their current state, but it's like, what are they going to do about this? Um, Somebody needs to have a stronger conviction. They need the confidence back. They need that inner fire back. They need to realize that this is not a permanent situation, because we all go through ups and downs in life, but it's the decisions we make moving forward. For some of you, it almost feels like you are encouraging this person to like take action and fight the sadness that they feel or the disappointment that they're feeling. You're giving them hope, you're giving them encouragement. I don't know, it feels like, Libra, there's somebody here who sees that there's so many opportunities opening up for you, but they don't realize that it isn't something that just landed on your lap. It is something that you manifested through your hard work, okay? Through patience, diligence. Now, on a different message, Libra, it is because you are growing as an individual. It might be that you're focusing on your goals, you feel inspired, you want to grow as a person. I feel like because they're feeling left out, there could be a lot of things happening in your life right now that they could be mistaking this as if you're abandoning the relationship, or that you're purposely making them feel left out. I even sense a feeling of jealousy here. But with the Two of Swords, they feel like you are keeping them in the dark when you're not purposely doing this to this person. I do sense that there could be suspicion, like they suspect what could be the reason as to why you're feeling motivated, why you're feeling inspired. It's not what they think it is. You could just be in a season right now where things are happening fast for you. So many opportunities opening up. You want to take action. You feel inspired. So it's not what they think it is what I'm picking up. Might be that someone perceives this very differently than how it is in reality. Perception is everything, okay? They also feel confused. I feel like this is stemming from them unable to really understand where this inspiration is coming from, right? Because right now how they're feeling is that you are leaving them out in the cold. But this is a time of evolution and growth for you. What you have to understand, Libra, it is because of their mindset. I feel like this is someone who could be afraid of doing things outside their comfort zone. They're so afraid of trying something new. Something didn't work out for this person. For some of you, it might be that they recently lost a job. That's the Five of Pentacles energy. There's this feeling of, losing something significant or something that gave them a feeling of security, stability, losing their balance. But such is life. We go through ups and downs, okay? But once they do set their mind and work through, I do feel like they're going to pull themselves out of that space, out of that mindset. I also see someone who can be extremely possessive of you. Now, this is a completely different message, because they're feeling unhappy with what's going on in their present circumstances. It's not that they're holding you back, Libra, but there's just this fear of abandonment with the Five of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands is a card of looking forward to the future. It's a card of envisioning what it is that they want to bring into their life, knowing that they can manifest success as well. It's the energy of bouncing back from this recent hardship that they're facing. For some of you, you're also looking at this in a very optimistic point of view. Perhaps, Libra, between you and this person, you're the type of person that perseveres, looks at the glass half full rather than half empty. You have a very optimistic mindset. You believe that everything is happening for a reason, that despite hardships, there will always be new beginnings. You might already be focused on your new beginning here. But I don't know, with the Queen of Cups, somebody is feeling unhappy because they're focused too much on what they have lost, if that makes sense, with the Five of Pentacles. And it seems like with the Chariot, this is a very fast-moving energy. It feels like you're not dwelling on it, Libra. You're not dwelling on things that didn't work out, but you're dwelling more on what you can manifest next, okay? What can be done? How can we resolve this issue? So you are in that space at the moment. I don't know, they're feeling disempowered or they're feeling stuck at the moment, is what I'm picking up. But there's hope with the Three of Wands. If only they can shift their perspective, if only they will look at things differently, okay? Might be that their pacing is rather taking longer than you, Libra. You might have already been focusing on your new beginning, and this could be why this person is feeling left out. For some of you, there might be some arguments or fights or misunderstanding. Yeah, with the Three of Pentacles energy, for some of you, you feel like something big needs to change, okay? Because you don't like the overall dynamic right now. Perhaps you feel like this has been causing unnecessary stress, arguments and fights that are very unnecessary. You want this person to be on the same page with you. You want to see them. I feel like, Libra, you genuinely want to see someone take their power back and build on that new beginning, new foundation. You want to see this person fight their fears, gain their confidence back, go after their dreams, okay? You want to see them stand on their own 2 feet as well, right? So you're giving them encouragement, you're giving them hope, but they also need to let the old structures go and, recalibrate their priorities. Now, with Five of Pentacles, there's a lot of meaning to this card. It might be, like you said, they lost their job. For some of you, they lost their home. It is the energy of losing that security in life, like the rug has been pulled underneath them, if that makes sense. And instead of thinking of solution, right, like there's this energy of waiting, being passive. Because the Seven of Cups is a card of creativity, imagination, thinking about positive opportunities or possibilities. You could be in that space right now, going after new opportunities. I feel like some of you, this person just needs a little bit more push, encouragement, but they also need to find it in themselves to find that inner fire once again. All right, so let's pull some clarifiers here. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? We have the Empress. So I was saying that you guys are in a space of growth. You are in a space of evolution, reinventing yourself, new opportunities, even new people in your life. We have the Nine of Wands energy, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Now that showed up twice. So something is blocking this person from moving forward, okay? Like you said, they're focused on the cups that have been spilled, but they're not seeing there's Two of Cups standing behind them. There's also a bridge, meaning there's a need to cross over, a need to release the past and focus on moving forward. Envisioning possibilities with the Seven of Cups. I also feel like something is distracting this person. Like you said, they may need to recalibrate their priorities. Then we have the Nine of Wands. For some of you, I'm getting jealousy as well. Like someone is, because you are in a space of growth, Libra, I hope this is making sense. Because they're already in a state of feeling powerless or feeling like everything that they lost in the past. I do feel like there's jealousy here. Not really jealous of your success, but again, feeling left out. Why all these things are happening to Libra. And I feel like I'm unable to focus on that new beginning. Then we have the Judgment card. Yeah, so they need to rise above the situation. The Judgment, like the phoenix rising above the ashes. They need the past, to let the past go, focus on their new beginning. If they don't heed the power of their calling, they may enter a period of stagnation. If they don't commit themselves to the change that they know they need to have, that needs to happen, it may feel like something is dying within, okay? They need to release this victim consciousness or victim mindset. Why is the Justice card here? We have the Four of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like eventually they're going to pull themselves out of this negative space, Libra, but with the Four of Swords, at the moment they're not taking action. They could need some time for introspection as well. But with Knight of Pentacles, this might take longer for them. A card fell out. Give me a second. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups energy. I do feel like someone needs to believe in themselves again and listen to what their intuition is saying, not to their fears. Ace of Cups here. This is also a card of bliss. If they only focus on the future, on new opportunities, because everything is perception, they have to be aware of how they're processing their thoughts. I am getting here as well low self-esteem, might be a need for more self-love. I also am getting inspired. Somebody needs to find inspiration once again. You might be the one to inspire this person, to wake them up. Because of your growth, because of the things that are happening, you taking action, all right, they may need to look into the changes that are happening in your life, being the Empress, not to feel jealous or not to feel insecure, but rather find inspiration. All right, and not try to compete, because I feel like with the Five of Wands here, there was the sense of trying to compete in the past, but they should focus more on building themselves, right? If you were in a relationship with this person, it might be that they need to realize you both are in this together, but you want to see this person be the best version of themselves, pull themselves out of this negative space and mindset, live their best life and go after the things that they want. Find that inner fire once again, like the Judgment. Find motivation, drive, okay? Because right now, things are pretty stagnant or stuck. Somebody's feeling stuck. Any additional message for the sign of Libra and their person? By the way, for cross watchers, the roles may be vice versa here as well. Empowered. So this just ties to everything that I was saying here. They need to feel empowered. They need to strengthen themselves, know that they're fully capable, that they hold the power to make things happen, to shift the energy around, that they need to seize opportunities, okay? And not focus on regrets or fear, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So this is your reading, Libra. Please take whatever resonates and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste. Perception. They have to be aware of how they're processing their thoughts. I am getting here as well low self-esteem, might be a need for more self-love. I also am getting inspired. Somebody needs to find inspiration once again. You might be the one to inspire this person, to wake them up. Because of your growth, because of the things that are happening, you taking action, all right? They may need to look into the changes that are happening in your life, being the Empress, not to feel jealous or not to feel insecure, but rather find inspiration. All right, and not try to compete, because I feel like with the Five of Wands here, there was the sense of trying to compete in the past, but they should focus more on building themselves, right? If you were in a relationship with this person, it might be that they need to realize you both are in this together, but you want to see this person be the best version of themselves, pull themselves out of this negative space and mindset, you know, live their best life and go after the things that they want. Find that inner fire once again, like the judgment. Find motivation, drive, okay? Because right now, things are pretty stagnant or stuck. Somebody's feeling stuck. Any additional message for the sign of Libra and their person? By the way, for cross watchers, the roles may be vice versa here as well. Empowered. So this just ties to everything that I was saying here. They need to feel empowered. They need to strengthen themselves, know that they're fully capable, that they hold the power to make things happen, to shift the energy around, that they need to seize opportunities, okay? And not focus on regrets or fear, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So this is your reading, Libra. Please take whatever resonates and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.